Yo, what's up? This John from Judge University Girls in the Peach Capital with us. Baby boys and girls, who we got in here already? I see my guy Chance. What's up, Chance? Elk Oak, Fisher, Angie, Chance, Scoot. I hope everybody had a good turkey day. Hope everybody didn't eat too much. Hope everybody didn't eat too much, spend too much. My guy. All right, so got a little something. Yeah, I actually, I mean, yeah, I have a lot to be thankful for. I do. You know, we always, we get a little bit, we get in our feelings a little bit more around the holidays. But it was a good day. It was a good day. Well, that's good, Angie. I'm glad. Elko hit the Chinese food. Hey, it wasn't a Chinese restaurant run by Mexicans, was it? You know, or Hispanics, whatever is the correct terminology. I mean, what's up, Scoot? Yeah, let me turn all the messages on. So there's all the messages on. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, so there's one in Randleman. There's a Chinese restaurant in Randleman that's run by Hispanics. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, food's food, right? Just follow the instructions, right? Just follow the instructions. Follow the instructions. Oh yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was the anniversary of, my boy's great grandma dying, and then we don't have. Yeah. Well, let me show you. So the power steering pump hoses, they came today. But the other fittings are not here. So they wasn't supposed to be here to Monday, but these showed up today. So that's good. So this is the high pressure side, and this is the return side. And so, there's an O-ring. Don't want to lose that. So when the other pieces come in, I can put them on the other end. We can go ahead and put those on the other end whenever. So this is the high pressure side. So this right here goes here, and then it goes down to there. So got that. Got a few other things waiting on the power distribution module. Gonna put it right there. Hold on, let me get these fingerprints off the screen. Hold on, I thought I got them off before I started. So y'all just hang tight. But we're gonna do something else here in a second. Just hang tight. Let me wipe this tissue on you. I apologize. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I apologize for that. I thought I had it all off. But this right here is for the power distribution module, so I can get rid of all this and a few other things. I did get some. I did get some insulation noodles and put that in between that. So that worked out a whole lot good. I'm gonna put a little bit of electrical tape. So that worked out good. Watching Peaky Blinders. What a time to be alive during Peaky Blinders. So we got that going on. But so look, got some wood stacked today. Got the wood shed filled up with some wood. Got some pecan wood out there. Got some cedar. I've never burnt no cedar, but we're gonna burn it. So I got some cedar, got some white oak, got some pin oak, got a couple pieces of red oak, got some magnolia, got a little bit of everything. Got like a whole smorgasbord of everything, but I've never burned any cedar. And a guy brought me some wood today, which I was very thankful for. He said he had another load, a couple more loads to bring me. All right, now, I'll let you have that one, T-Bone. T-Bone, I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that one, but we gotta be mindful. We got mixed company around here now. But I'll let you live on that one. 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 Yeah, don't forget the Frank's Red Hots now. You can't forget the Frank's Red Hots. What's up, classic car guy? Angie, I didn't know you swung that way. I didn't know you played that way. I didn't know you played that kind of way. But hey. Yeah, same thing to you, classic. All right, so hey, yeah. I didn't know. Okay. Fair enough. All right, so let me show you what I got going on. Now, by no means, if this video lands on the computer screen, the monitor, the iPad, the iPhone, or whatever, by no means whatsoever am I throwing. Now I'm probably going to jinx myself, and I'm probably going to do worse. By no means am I throwing shade. By no means am I throwing shade on the person that done this. By no means. What I am going to say is the person that brought me this and says, can you clean this up a little bit for me? Because I'm going to have it powder coated and I need it to be nice. And at first glance, I'm like, what in the hell am I looking at? So I'm going to show you what this guy's got that he brought me to fix, and I'm going to fix it. And I want y'all to kind of guess, what do you think this is for? All right? Now, full disclosure, I did not build this. I did not make this. I did not weld this. But it is cool. Once you figure out what it's for, it is pretty cool what it is. So it is what it is. I'll tell you something else that I've been getting into, blacksmithing. I am so intrigued with blacksmithing. It makes me want to get a furnace, an oven, the tools. I really want to get into the blacksmithing stuff, making ornamental stuff. That stuff really, really fascinates me. I watched a guy last night for like 2 hours on YouTube on making ornamental hooks, blacksmithing and knurl them. And man, that shit it just amazes me. But let me show you what we got going on here. So anybody want to guess what this is for? Anybody want to guess what this is for? It's pretty damn stout. It's pretty damn stout, right? It's pretty daggone stout. Now, this is why he's bringing this to me. What's up, Matthew? He wants me to clean up these welds, right? He wants me to clean these welds up for him. And they're really, I mean, honestly, they're really not that bad. You just see where they start and stop. And It's really not that bad. And if the guy that made this sees this, man, I am not throwing no shade. Hell, I got bad days and good days too. So, you know, my welder was going batshit crazy. And so it is what it is. But the guy that owns this, he wants to fix it. Also, you notice that this plate right there, it's warped, right? It's warped. Okay. Now he wanted to know if I could fix that, which I can fix that. I can get that out. I just have to take, I'd have to take that apart to fix it. And what I'd have to do is I'd have to jig it up right here, and then I'd have to put pressure right here to kind of get the bow out. And then once you get the bow out, you have to go a little bit further. You'd have to go past 0 to get its memory out. And what I mean by its memory right now is bent. So if you push pressure here and apply pressure here, and you go to put pressure there to straighten this back out, and you get it level, you can't leave it at level, because what it'll do, it'll spring back because it wants to go back to its natural rest place, right? So you're gonna have to push a little bit further and push it back out, right? So whatever it would be 0, we'd have to go, I'm just throwing numbers. So if zero was here, you'd have to go like 5 more degrees, 5 more % to push down, and then hold it, and then hit it with a hammer to ping it. And when you ping it with a hammer, it would tell the molecules, hey, get y'all's asses back where y'all supposed to go, and then let pressure off of it. Y'all hang tight. I got a UPS driver. Hang tight. All right, I'm back. So, y'all want to take a guess what this is? Anybody want to take a guess what this is for? It spins pretty good, don't it? Anybody want to take a guess before we start cutting it, before we start messing with it? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the cutoff wheel and probably a grinding rock. We'll take a grinding rock and a cutoff wheel, and we're going to go in here and we're going to grind out this welds, and we're going to try to clean this up a little bit. We're going to try to clean the edges up. We're going to radius these edges. That's close. That's close. It's not a bookend, but it would make one hell of a bookend, wouldn't it? And then we're going to round. See how it's not setting flat? See? And it probably wouldn't matter, because he wants me to drill a hole. He wants me to drill a hole 1.5 inches here, 1.5 inches in, and drill a 5/8 or drill a 9/16 hole there, a 9/16 hole there, a 9/16 hole there, and a 9/16 hole there. No, it's a stand, but it's not a book stand or a pew stand. Let's go over here and see how much it weighs. Let's go over here and put it on the scale. I'm telling you, man, it's pretty daggone stout. Anybody want to take a guess how much it weighs? I'm telling you, man, it's pretty daggone stout. Let's see. Let's do something. Let's do something right quick. Well, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I don't know who welded it. I'm gonna fix it though. I'm gonna grind all that out and fix it. Daggone. Hold on a second. A sword straightener. No. It goes outside. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that much. It goes outside. All right. Chris said 6. Nathan said 4.5. Elko said 15. Yeah, it's pretty stout. Holly getting his ass chewed out. Holly must have been in a flower pot or something. What's up, Tulu? Anybody want to guess how much it weighs? So we got 29 kilograms. No, man, we doing pounds. We not doing kilograms. I have to write that down because I don't know what that is. What is that in pounds? Let me write that down. 29. Yeah, his ass was in a flower pot. All right, so here we go. So we got Chris said 6, Tulu said 7.5. Matthew said 29 kilograms, 15, 4, and 6. All right. Did you see my comment? Hold on. Elko said 15. Yeah, so Chris Fisher said 6. Nathan said 4.5. Elko said 15. Matthew said 29 kilograms. I know what it is. It's metal. Pay me my money. 6.5, 8. I said 8 to 12. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it 8 or 12? Pick one. It can't be both. Pick one because we're fixing to peel it off. All right, Classic said 8.5. All right. Angie, you should have stayed with 12. Angie, you should have stayed with 12. Angie, you should have stayed with 12. 11 pounds. 11 pounds, 2.4 ounces. 11 pounds, 2.4 ounces. That son of a gun right there is a damn boat anchor. I said you should have stayed with 12. 11 pounds, 2.4. Look. Look, see? Look. There ain't nothing on it. Look. 11 pounds, 2.4. That son of a gun right there is a damn boat anchor. All right, so let's clean this up. What's up, Carolina? Let's clean this up for him. So, all right. So let me tell you what it's for. Y'all know those old-timey bells outside y'all see? Like them old church bells? Doom, doom, doom. Y'all know what I'm talking about? So it is for, that's what this is for. It's for one of them big-ass church bells. He's going to put it on an 8x8 post. And this guy made him this bracket to hold the bell. So the bracket, I mean, it's a cool design, don't get me wrong. So this bracket holds the bell. So you have the cradle, right? You have the cradle, and then it comes down, not cats in the cradle, but you got the cradle, right? And then the cradle comes up like this, right? And then the bell sets in that cradle, right? You have the bell, right? And then on the bottom of the cradle, there's a plate, and it has 4 holes in it. That plate, that bell looks like shit, don't it? I'm drawing with one hand. So you got this plate, this cradle right here that holds the bell, right? That part right there slides down into that. And then they're going to bolt this to an 8x8 post and put it 20 foot up in the air, or 16. So they're going to put it on a 16, I think they're going to put it on a 16 piece, a 16 foot, 8x8 square post. And they're going to bury it 4 foot in the ground. So it's going to be 12 foot up in the air. Oh, yeah. You want me to draw it better? Y'all want me to do better, man? That ain't no better. But anyways, that's what we're going to do. So that's what this thing is. So you're going to slide this down. So this bracket right here slides down into this. And then this bolts to the top of the post. And then the bell's going to be at the top. Yeah, that's what it's going to be like. Yep. That's what it's going to be. That's what it is. It's a damn, I think he said it's a 16-inch bell. A 16-inch bell. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the cutoff wheel. I'm going to take the cutoff wheel and the grinder, and we're going to grind all this out. And we're going to grind all this out. And we're going to clean it up. And then we're going to preheat it. We're going to preheat it. We're going to fire up the welder. We're going to do a test piece to make sure we're good. And then we're going to burn this in for him, and we're going to make it nice and pretty for him. And then I don't understand what they got going on right there. So they took 2 pieces of flat plate, and then they put metal on the outside. And like I say, I don't know. But yeah, cats in the cradle. Cats in the cradle and a silver spoon. Cats in the cradle and a silver spoon. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're going to do. We're going to clean the well. Like I said, I'm not beating up. And the guy that owns it wants to clean it up because he's going to have it powder coated black. And I told him, I said, I'll clean it up for you. If you want me to clean it up for you, I'll clean it up for you. But being 16 foot up in the air, ain't nobody gonna see it. And he's like, man, I just need it cleaned up. And I'm like, okay. I said, well, I'm gonna do a YouTube video on it. And he said, okay. So give y'all a little bit of content. Should be a drain hole in there. Yeah. Yeah, Randy, Ding dong, come and get it while it's. Hey, Randy, you know what? That is not a bad idea, man. You exactly right, because this right here is gonna fill up with water. That is a hell of an idea, Randy. So I'll drill a hole in the bottom of it for him. And he wants me to put 4 holes for the lag bolts. So that is a hell of an idea. It's a good idea. Did I tell you, Randy, that's a good idea? That's a good idea. We'll put a nice hole in there. We'll put a big enough hole in there so if any trash or dirt or any kind of debris in there, it won't get clogged up. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're gonna take this cutoff wheel, put it on the side, not the bottom. Yeah, that'd probably be good too, put it on the side. Because on the bottom, it's gonna run right onto the post, but. Is it cold in here? Absolutely. It's about 50 degrees in here, so. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do it whether it's wrong or right. The hell? Put the bell slots in the, probably with those through 38 in Boston. How about some clam chowder? How about some good clam chowder in it? That would be nice. That's what I'm talking about, some clam chowder. Get in me belly. We're almost to, we need like 5 more people and we're gonna be 9,000 subscribers. So we need like 5 more to hit 9,000 and we need 1,000 to hit 10. I'd like to have some thick ass clam chowder. I mean, not that thin, skinny, thin ass, soupy ass shit. I'm talking some thick clam chowder. Oh yeah, I bet so. It's actually the TTTT, buddy. All right, so I knocked all the caterpillar down. My daggone lens is fogging up. Where's my rag? So we got most of it knocked down. So we'll do this side over here, and then what we'll do is we'll take. What your idea? It says, no, I don't want to work today, boss. We're gonna take. Where's the round flapper wheels? Where's the ones that's rounded? Oh, right there they are. Yeah, so we'll take one of these. This grinding wheel, this sanding wheel's got a flapper that runs all the way around. See, like these right here, they don't go all the way around. These right here go all the way around. So what we'll do is we'll get this in here like this, and we'll clean it up even more with one of these. So we're gonna turn this thing around. We'll turn this thing around, and we'll do the other side. Y'all hang tight. So we're cleaning up somebody else's wheels, which, I mean, they wasn't bad. They just, cosmetically, the guy wanted to clean them up, so. Well, that ain't working the way I wanted it to work. Let's take one of these flat ones. Let's take one of these, I hate to even say it. Let's take one of these skinny ones and see if we can slide it up in there. They say, yeah, flattening out with a TIG machine. Yeah, but with a TIG rig, it has to be super clean. So if the weld was already dirty and there was a lot of contaminants already in it, the TIG weld's not going to wash the welds. It's just going to bring all the impurities out, and it could make it worse. It could make it better. So yeah, I could have washed it with a TIG rig. Now I could wash it now with a TIG rig. I could go in there and wash it, but there's not a lot of weld left. I've cut I've probably cut 3/4 of the weld out, honestly. And that's what he wanted me to do. So I'm doing what he asked me to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clamp it to the table. We're gonna heat it up. So I'm gonna get the welder, I'm gonna get the welder set up, get a piece of scrap up here and test it out. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat it up. And then I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna try to clean it up for him. So yeah, you're right. I could have washed it with a TIG. I could have washed it out with a TIG. I sure could have, if it was clean, but it wasn't clean, so. Well, goddamn. I believe that'll work. It's about, it was 25 this morning. $25 here. What's up, Florida? Now, if you just knew, I did not weld this. I did not weld this. I'm just cleaning it up for somebody. No, not for this guy. I'm thin-blooded. Well, you need some clam chowder. You need to get a plane ticket and fly to Boston and get you some clam chowder. It's that TTTT, that thick clam chowder. What's up, 84? Now I say I did not weld this. I did grind all the welds out. See the moisture in the metal? Look, see that? Look at that. Look at the moisture in the metal, look. See that? So we're just trying to clean this up. Nope, I'll stick to... Hey, how many iguanas fell out trees this morning down there in Florida? Like I said, we're just preheating this up because it is cold. It's about 40. I don't know what the temperature is over there on the wall. Hey, I'll answer that question. I'm both, man. I'm a welder and a model. Man, you must be new to the channel. You must be new to the channel. I'm a welder and a model. Shit. Man, you better get damn right. Hey, oh, hell, I got a... Who sent a daggone gift? I didn't see that. Who sent a gift? Codes Art, I appreciate that. Metal, and I appreciate that. I'm taking this to HR, Hollywood. We shouldn't have to work. I know, right? We shouldn't have to work in these. Sun gun won't even turn the heat on. Damn, got too many splits in here and won't even turn them on. Man. Hey, that's okay, T-Bone, because you Ford guys can't do it. Y'all ain't got no teeth. So what you gonna model? You can't model nothing. Us Chevy guys, we got to be the models because none of you daggone Ford guys got any damn teeth. Damn mouth look like you've been eating damn blackjacks. Look like burnt stumps. Only thing you know is aluminum foil and meth. Come on now. You can do better than that. I know Tulu. I know Tulu. I know. I'm just messing with him. I'm just messing with T-Bone. I know. Y'all know I don't throw jokes. I only give out like one joke a day. Yesterday, Elko got the joke, and T-Bone got it today. So I ain't got no more jokes. So if you throw any more my way, I'm not going to come back with nothing. That's all I got. So, yeah, I don't give out but one joke a day. So. That's funny, T-Lou. Funny, that's T-Lou. That's funny. Yeah, mine ain't got no heated tailgate neither. My Chevrolet don't have no heated tailgate. What's up, Gary? I don't have no heat pin. That should be pretty good. Let's get it. Again, I did not weld this. But we are going to clean it up. changed directions. I was going one way and then I went the other way. I was going this way. I was going clockwise, and then I went counterclockwise, and then I went clockwise. All right, let's go ahead and while I still got heat in her, let's go ahead and do the other thing. Boy, she's already warm, so we don't want to lose her. We done got her primed up. Again, I did not build this. I did not fabricate this. I did not weld this. But I did clean out the welds with a grinder. And I am cleaning up the welds, putting a new weld over it. Because the guy had somebody else to build this for him. He didn't like the welds. They wasn't very cosmetic appealing. So we ground the welds out with a grinding rock and a sanding pad. I'm preheating it, and then I'm just going to run one pass back on it and be done with it. So then he's going to have it powder coated. It's going to be about 14, 15 foot up in the air, holding a damn 18-inch old school belt. So just to let you know, if you're new to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We're like 5 away from 9,000. 5 away from 9,000. And then we're on our way to 10,000. So like I said, we're just heating it up a little bit. Smoke them if you got them. 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 No, you can't get no flash. Boy, it really drawed it up that time. I can live with that. Can y'all live with that? Yeah. Whew. She's a warm up here. So I'll straighten it out for him. It was already bent, so I didn't mind clamping it down. What they should have done was clamped it down, welded it, and let it cool on its own, and it'd have stayed in its position. But since they already welded and it was already warped, T-bone, I was getting there. Should have clamped it to the table and used a rosebud. That's where I was headed. That's where I was headed. I didn't clamp it to the table because it was already warped. I don't have a rosebud. I got that right there. That's what I use to start the fires in my wood heater. So yeah, Tony, T-Bone, you're right. If I'd have clamped it to the if it was not already bent, warped, I could have clamped it to the table, welded it, let it cool on its own, and it wouldn't have warped. It was already warped. In the beginning of the video, I was talking about it's already warped. So what I'm gonna do is, once it cools down tomorrow, I'll take my press loose and I'll put it in a press and I will push the bow back out. But honestly, I don't think it's gonna make no difference because this is getting screwed to a top of an 8x8 treated post. And he wants me to drill 4 9/16 holes, 1.5 inch in, 1.5 inch in. He wants me to drill a hole here, here, and on the other side so they can lag bolt it. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. The guy that built it should have clamped it to the table and it would not have warped and let it cool on its own. I did not clamp it to the table because it was already warped and I'm going to straighten it out with a press. So yes, I do not disagree with you. If I was building this thing from scratch, I would have took clamps, I would have clamped it to the table and then would go from there. That's why I am trying to, I need to drill some more holes out here on the end, but my table, I drilled all these 5/8 holes. I need those tools that drop down into there where you can clamp stuff to the table. Those Betsy clamps that drop down in here, those 5/8 holes where I can clamp stuff to the table. Because see, I could have put that, something right in here and I could have put it like right there. And I could have put a clamp there, a clamp there, a clamp there, and a clamp there, and I could have pushed on all 4 corners when it was a virgin and not even welded, like the song Madonna, like a virgin. There ain't nothing virgin on her, maybe her eyeballs. That's about it. But I could have put a clamp here, a clamp here, a clamp here, and a clamp here, and I could have clamped all 4 corners down, and then I could have welded it and left the pressure on it and it wouldn't have warped. You're absolutely correct. But since I didn't build it and it was already warped, it don't matter because I'm gonna put it in a press and I'm gonna straighten it. Correct. I'm just fixing, well, it's not, I'm not saying it's a mistake. It's just they didn't know. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I believe that'll work right there. I believe that'll work. Yeah, I need table clamps, like for real. I need those table clamps. Also, I got a plan on taking everything off this table. I want to build another table, so I need to get some more tubing, and I want to build another table with wheels, and I just want to put the arbor press, the drill press, the little bit shear, the roller, and this, and maybe an air hammer. So I want to build another table. This is I think this is 5 foot. No, this is 4 by 10. Yeah, this is 4, but I think it is. Hell, I can't remember. I want to build another table about this wide and build a whole nother table just like this where I can put all this stuff on that table, and then I can put like an English wheel and an air hammer and a polishing hammer all on a little metal cart, and that's all that cart's for, is for those, and then I can roll it around and get all this stuff off of my fab table. Because I need this I need the rest of this table. How high do you need it? So, I I like tables at my belly button. So I'd like to have another table. Pretty, you know, it don't have to be 4x4 tubing, but it had to be pretty damn stout. Cause I want to put a lot of, I'm gonna put a lot of shit on it. So, this table right here is, this table here, Nathan, from the floor to the table is 38 inches. 38 inches. So from the floor to the top of the deck, 38 inches. This table right here is 5 foot, yeah. So this table here is 5 foot wide. So if I had a table, another table that I could roll around that was well, hell, that's 3 foot. That right there is at 3 foot. So if I had a table that was 5x4 or 5x3, 5x3 would be good, but 5x4, a 4x4, well, see, 4x4 wouldn't work because, well, it would. I just have to reorganize some stuff on it. I had to special order this piece of plate because it's 5 foot wide, but yeah, see, this thing's 5 foot wide. Yeah, 5 foot wide, and it has the arbor, the drill press, and the shear, this little shear that I got. And then I modified this one day on live, and this right here is my brake. So I could actually, and the reason why I put it right here is because it's bolted to the table. So if I was to put it to another table, I would just weld it to the table, and I would bring it further over to the edge. So if it was 5x4, that would be great. Right there's 4 foot, so that would give me another foot. But I could live with if I found a piece of plate at the scrap yard, but they don't hardly ever have shit because it gets gone quick. If I had something that was 5x3, that would be good. Actually taller. No, the table itself, the table itself without the wheels, without the wheels is 30, if it's set on the floor, if it's set on the floor, but I mean, it's got to have wheels, but it's right there, it's 30, it's 33 and a quarter, 32 and 3/4. That's how tall the table is from the base plate to the top of the table. That's what it is, 34 and 3/4. And then the wheels themselves are 6 inch or 6 inch casters. So from the floor to the top of the table is right at 38 inches. Might want to make it just a little bit bigger, another foot. Oh yeah, I don't disagree with that, Randy. But it's whatever I can find, at the scrap yard. I mean, sometimes you just have to find whatever you can find, use whatever. But this table right here is a 5x10, and this sun gun right here is heavy. Before all this shit that I put on here, this sun gun's heavy. This is 4x4. This is 4x4 3/16 wall square tubing. This son of a gun right here is heavy. But yeah, it's 5 foot. It's a 5x10 sheet of 3/8 plate is what's on top of this. And then I added these legs and put this brake on the outside of it. Let's see what Nathan's got going on. So 32 inch tube will work for the legs because the frame on the top of the leg and the casters. Yeah, I see where you're going. Yeah, that would work. Yep, that would work. Y'all probably think I'm crazy, but my bed is that high off the damn floor. when I built the frame from my box spring and my mattress is free floating. So just to give you a little personal information. So have you ever seen a mattress and a box spring that looks like it's just floating in midair, like it ain't even touching the floor? So when I built the frame for my bed, it's all put together, assembled, but it's literally the top of the mattress. This is. let me explain something to you. Let me show you. The top of the mattress is right there. Literally, that's where the top of the mattress is. So when I made the frame and the type of mattress and the box spring that I have, I wanted the mattress to be right at the base of my ass cheeks. So when I go to get my ass in the bed, all I gotta do is just, and then when I get up, all I gotta do is just, boop, stand up. Stand up, yeah. They ain't no, yeah. So if you fall out my bed, you better have a damn crash helmet on and a damn mouth guard, because you're gonna need it. Because that floor gonna hurt. That floor gonna hurt. Bam! Yeah. Just a little personal information. Might have a pop quiz on that later, so you better want to remember. So, yeah. So I really want to get all this shit off my table, because it's like a catch-22. It gets all this shit up underneath it, and I can't clean it. And if I had this, the drill press, that on there, and then if I get an air hammer, then I can put an air hammer, and then if I get a small English wheel, you know, I could put a small English wheel at the end, and then I could move some stuff around where I could have an English wheel on the end where I could English wheel parts, you know, and then I could move this to the inside. So I've already been thinking about, I could move this to the inside, and then if I had an air hammer, the air hammer could be here, and then I could have an English wheel on the other side. Oh yeah, bungee. I'm telling you, man, if you fall, look, I don't want to have to crawl in or out, like Nathan says. I just want to step out and go. Step out and go. Look, right here, look. I told you, it's 49 degrees in here, 49. Yep. And it has its other purposes too. You know, a bed being that high, it's got its other purposes too, being that high off the floor. You know, you don't have to, well, we're just going to leave it at that. So, but anyways, boys and girls, I think that'll work right there. I think that'll work. I think that'll be good. Good in the neighborhood. Good in the neighborhood. Yep. This thing still got some heat in it, boy. Yeah. Yeah, man, if your dad, I mean, just since we're still on the topic, I mean, if your bed, if the top of your bed is right, look here, let me show you. If the top of your bed, if your mattress is right here, if your mattress is right there, it's a knee high. I mean, you got to get down on the goddamn ground. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. If it's right here, if it's right there, all I got to do is just, and plus if it's right there, it's like a table. It's like, y'all picking up what I'm laying down? Y'all picking up what I'm laying down? All right, boys and girls, we've been on here 70 minutes. 70 minutes. 70 minutes. All right, boys and girls, let me text this guy and tell him I got his, I'll have to straighten this out. I'll do that. I'll probably do that later on tonight, after it cools down, because I don't want to do it while it's still hot and then it goes back to where it's at. So we're just going to let it cool down naturally. Like I said, the power steering pump hoses line, they came in, but they're cut to fit. So I'm waiting on the other fittings for the Impala. So this right here screws right there, since it's a 6A in, and then the other one goes right there. So I'm waiting on that one. So when that one comes, it goes to that IFM fitting, 5/8 and ½ inch or whatever it is, that WTF Mike told me about. And then it goes to 6AN on the other side. So I'll cut this stainless steel braided hose. It's rated like at 4,000 PSI, and it goes on the high pressure side, and then the return hose is right there. Yeah, I could do that too, Mac. I could go ahead and chalk it up in that press while it's still warm and put some pressure on it past 0 and then just leave it in there and let it cool down. I mean, I could do that, but it'd take me a while to take that thing apart. So anyways, let me finish up right here, boys and girls. Remember what I said, boys and girls? Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, that loose and drag. Peace, something chicken Reese. I'm out.